Before this video starts, I made a couple of mistakes in the in describing it, and one of them, the biggest one that's going to annoy me when I edited this, is I continuously called the director James Gunn, but it's Josh Whedon. The director that directed the original Justice League was Josh Whedon, not James Gunn. That was a mistake on my part. So during the whole thing, you're gonna hear me say James Gunn a couple of times, say and slander his name when it's actually Josh Whedon. Just know that I really dislike Josh Whedon for the original cut and not James Gunn. Sorry, James Gunn. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Outline here, and today we're doing something a little different. Um, Today we're going to be talking about the Justice League Snyder cut, because oh my God, was it so good? I'm honestly amazed how good the movie actually was. Seeing what we got originally, and the movie was almost completely different. There was almost no scene from the original movie in this version. 4 hours of new material. It's insane. It's really ridiculous, and but I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I was one of the people that when Justice League came out and I heard James Gunn finish the film instead of Zack Snyder, that I wasn't too excited for it. I knew James Gunn wouldn't match the feel that Justice League was going for, but this movie made it all worth it. The wait was worth it. The I Okay, so the biggest difference is they actually explain the characters' backstories. I don't want to spoil it too much if you haven't seen it, but they explain a lot of the backstory and they make you feel a connection to the characters. Like, they make you feel bad and feel the motivation for the characters to be there and to want to stop Steppenwolf. Um, it's amazing. I mean, 4 hours, sure, there better be some good stuff in it, but the way they strung everything together, and like I came in to the movie expecting another hour and a half or 2 hours of little footage and just the same movie. I left the movie and I finished the movie maybe 20 minutes ago, and this is fresh in my brain. And I left the movie thinking, honestly, more mad than I was happy because we got this edition of the movie second and had to be wait, and we waited 4 years plus for this movie, really. And it's sad because this movie was, I mean, second only to Dark Knight in my opinion. My opinion, of course. I'm a DC suck off for life, so I'll let you know. And I'm a Flash suck off too, so I definitely enjoy the movie because they indulge more in the Flash. They indulge more in Cyborg. They indulge more in Aquaman, and I really enjoyed that because the movie obviously focused about Batman and Wonder Woman and Superman too, but they dove deep to all six of them. They found time for all six, plus they found time for the villains of the movie. I was amazed. Now, obviously, it's 4 hours, but they found time to fit everything in, give a good backstory, and reasons why everyone was so motivated and determined to do what they did. And I thought it was fantastic. I thought just the whole feel of the movie felt like a passion project more than, oh well, we really messed up the last one. Why don't we make a half decent one, make a little bit of money off of them? No, this one felt like Zack Snyder was burning. He was fuming at the mouth, or whatever the statement is. He was just fuming to make a good one because he saw how bad Warner Brothers and James Gunn did to the first one. It was sad. It was honestly a mockery, and I'm so glad this one was released. But now at the same time, I'm super mad too because this one was released 4 years later. And if you guys haven't heard, um, obviously Henry Cavill hasn't had the best relations with Warner Brothers recently. And obviously, the Snyder Cut's a little different because they've already shot the stuff. I'm pretty confident. I don't know for certain if they went back and shot different scenes, but I think they've already shot majority of it beforehand. And Ben Affleck, I don't think is coming back as Batman either because Warner Brothers already moved on to Robert Pattinson, which I don't think is a necessarily bad idea. But with what you have right here, I think they maybe should try to bring everyone back and just run it back and do more because you could have a potential Infinity War and Endgame esque levels of hype. Like this movie had the hype that, in my opinion, that Infinity War had, and it matched it, if not exceeded the hype. People put so much pressure on this movie to be good, and a lot of people didn't even think it would be that good. But come out seeing that this is, as superhero movies go, almost a masterpiece. Obviously, there were some points that weren't that good. The movie, the CGI in particular, where some of it was a little weird, a little clunky, not the most fully flowing, but it's a 4-hour movie, and to be fair, I don't know if Warner Brothers funded the movie. If they did, then that's completely on Warner Brothers, and that's just them. But if not, then, you know, a couple bad CGI moments is excusable in my opinion, because in all honesty, they did so much more and so much better. So I think I can overlook some of the bad CGI moments for just the overall great story, the great picture that I saw, and just the great experience, and the redemption to the horrible Justice League movie, the first one. And this covered all the bases and more. This is a pure definition comic book movie done right. They are very similar to the comics, but yet bring their own unique style to like a movie. And I think that was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it, and honestly, if you haven't seen it, you're missing out big time, because this was a superb movie. This was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Albeit there weren't many movies last year because, the virus. But this was, I can't even describe how good this was. And honestly, it's going to be very hard to break this. I mean, we saw Wonder Woman 2, or 1984, whatever they want to call it, not be that good. Let's be honest with ourselves. It wasn't that good. But then the Justice League, the Snyder Cut, it's been everything that DC fans have been dreaming of since The Dark Knight came out. Since The Man of Steel came out. And Batman Superman was rumored back in 2012. It's what we've been dreaming of. And they delivered. They delivered not only perfectly, but they exceeded what we actually wanted. I mean, there are cameos in it. There are, surprise instances. There are just, it's so different from the original. And if you haven't seen it, just honestly, the moral of this video is that it's a phenomenal movie, and you haven't seen it, go watch it. Jeez, you're missing out on arguably one of the better superhero movies in the past decade, in my opinion. I think you should watch it if you haven't. But that's going to be it for this one. Me rambling about this movie. Obviously, I'm not a movie critic, but, I'm the most certified critic on earth, so I can do it. But anyways, if you enjoyed hearing me ramble about this movie and you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button down below, and see you in the next one. Peace.